So Gina, you're traveling at the moment. Tell us, what have you brought with you? What's in your traveling photographer's kit? There's all this stuff here.
All right, well, this is actually a bag that I MacGyvered. So it's actually a normal roller travel bag, and I've actually put the insert of one of my old camera roller bags inside, because what I found is the roller bag that I had was a little bit too small and didn't have enough pockets in it, and like the other one that I had, the handle actually broke, and I didn't want to buy a new one because they're like $500, so I just went and bought this one. I think it's a couple of $100, but I really like it because it's got all these extra pockets and accessories where I can hide things like cords, and it's got this great really large and easily accessible area here, and that's where I store my laptop, and it's just really easy to take it in, put it in and take it out, so it's great for jobs like that. And then it's got another little side pocket where I can access like my passport really easily, so that comes in really handy. And then I've got, look, the camera that I love to travel with the most is the 5D Mark III, because it's actually really light as a body, and so when I travel like this, you're only allowed to take 7 kilos on the plane. This is what I took on the plane. It's possibly over 7 kilos. I won't confirm or deny that. It might be just a little bit over. The lens of choice that I do, probably 80% of the travel lifestyle stuff, is the 24-105 L series Canon f4 lens. This like does everything, and I'd only bring this lens if I wasn't paranoid that something would go wrong. So I love it because I can do wide landscape shots, and I can do portrait shots, and I can do everything in between, and it's also a little bit macro, this lens, so you can get up like quite close with it, and it's relatively inexpensive for this kind of lens. So this combo is fantastic, so I've got that. I've also got another lens. This is my workhorse, which is the 70-200 f2.8 L2 series lens. Now I've just bought this in the last maybe 6 months, I think, and I upgraded from the series 1 lens. This is like so good. It's so sharp, and it's much sharper than the earlier model. So if you're thinking of buying one, like get the version 2 if you can. The version 1 is really good, but this is so good. It's so much better. So I've got that. That's going to be like probably the workhorse for this shoot. I'll use this a lot of the time, and then do some landscapes with that. I've also got the light meter. Never leave home without it. My light meter is, I've had this for probably more than 25 years. So, and it's still keep on keeping on. It's a ripper. You can get these secondhand on eBay for maybe $100. If you see one, get one, because they're fantastic. And there's a company, I think, called I can't remember the name, but there's a company that are actually making the exact one again. Like, you can buy them new, and so they're good. They're very basic, but it's everything you need. So as well as that, I've got flash, a speed light, bringing the Canon 580EX2, just in case I need to do some flash off camera work. I've got my handy little loop, which I use to, if I'm out in bright light. Now this is like, you can get a Hoodman, but I've actually MacGyvered the top of an RB67, an old RB67, and this is what when it's like really bright outside, I just put that on the LCD screen, and that's how I can see what I'm doing. So that comes in really handy. I like to have that everywhere. I've got some filters. I've got a variable density filter, and I've got a 10-stop ND filter. I've got some filters to go on my speed light, so they're just different colors if I want to change the color of the light as well there. And I've got a polarizer, And I brought my step down ring, and I've also got a little packet of warming gels, so if I do some sunset portraits, I just pop those on the flash and they just warm up the light a little bit. I've also got batteries, box of batteries for AA's for the flash, and also for my Pocket Wizards. A flashlight, which is if I'm ever shooting at night, I just need to find my gear, or sometimes I use it if I'm in low light and I need to focus. I don't think it's got any batteries, but if I need to focus on something, I'll put the flash on, and then it'll create more contrast so that I can focus a lot easier. And what else have I got? Half the stuff I don't know. Oh, these are my Pocket Wizards. So a couple of those, and the attachments to use with my speed light. Okay, and that's about it. I've also have with me in this kit, I've got my son's 1000D, which I'm going to be shooting some comparison tests between the 5D Mark III and the 1000D with a kit lens, just to show that you can get really good shots using manual on this camera. So that's why I brought that along. So I do have two bodies for this one. So that's what comes on. That all comes in that kit together. That comes on the plane with me. I've also got a little handbag that I bring, and in that I've got like a multi-charger, which comes in really handy. And the other hack that I love is I bring one, it's not a multi-charger, multi-adapter. I bring that, and I actually bring a power board. So what I do when I get to the hotel is I'll plug that in, and then I've got like space for 6 devices that I'm charging. So that comes in really handy. So I've also got an external hard drive, and all my memory cards, another charger, card reader, and as well as the card reader, I have a spare battery, and I have a tether cord if I need to shoot tethered as well while I'm shooting. So, and then what else? So that all comes on board, and then underneath, and this all gets packed into my bag, is I have 2 reflectors. So I've got, it's set to gold and white, and I'll use that if I'm on location, just hold that under the person if I'm shooting them where I need a bit of extra light. And then the other side should be set to silver and black, and it's not, it's set to the translucent side. So if I'm ever shooting outside, full sun, I'll just put that over someone, and it just softens the light, so it's much better. And then I can actually, it usually goes back, and I'll have the black side and the silver side. So at any time I can go silver, black, or white, gold. So I've got that choice. So that's that. And then I've got, this is my portable softbox. And this is Elastilite. It's actually Joe McNally designed these, and I think he did a really good job. It's great when a photographer will design something, because he's thought about everything. And so it just pops up like that. I really like it because it's got the double bevel, which is close to the softbox that I use at home. And this gives a soft light. It's really well made. It's really well put together. It's strong. You can just see by the stitching that I can pull this apart, put it back together really quickly and easily. The other thing that I've got that's really handy, and I need to actually put it on, is I've got a grid spot for this, and that just it actually just sits in there once I pull it all apart and put it in. I haven't done it yet, so that's just something new that I'll do at some point. So that comes in really handy. And this is not a travel tripod, but it's my lightest tripod. I didn't have time to get a travel tripod. I'm looking at them. I haven't liked any of them. They haven't felt strong enough. I've changed the head from the usual Manfrotto head that I use to something a little bit lighter and easier, and so this will have to do for this trip. So that's that. It probably weighs about 3 kilos, 4 kilos. And then there's a pole, an extendable pole, which is held by a voice activated stand for this trip, and then there's just on the end of that there's just an adjuster that'll change the angle of the tilt of the softbox. So I think that's pretty much it.
What's in the red bag?
I don't even know. Look.
Could be dangerous.
What do we got in here? Chargers. Camera chargers. So that's it. Make sure that they're always... I like my little bags to just separate everything as well. Oh, and this actually has nothing to do with photography, but when you get really stressed, you just rub it in your shoulders here, and it relieves stress. So actually I do travel with one of those all the time. They come in really handy.